Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us here once again on Inca One Gold's channel. We're, of course, sitting here once again with Ed, and 2021 is coming to an end, and 2022 is full of possibilities. Ed, first and foremost, tell me about some of the plans you got for Inca One in 2022.
2022, yeah, we're right in the thick of it right now in our budget planning, um, getting things finalized and planned out for 2022. And we're now with the two plants working well, staffed well, good people in place and managing them. We're looking for another record year planned out. So I think in January we'll come up with some plans and release it to the market of what those details are. But it's looking really good. It's looking good. We're looking for a good, strong year. And obviously, in our business, we're a little bit agnostic to the gold price, just in that not a producer. So I think we're starting to see some pressures on the mines that are having new builds out for the next few years. Seeing that, and that doesn't affect our business. We're obviously buying mineral from artisanal small scale miners throughout Peru. So, and we're dealing with a few hundred different miners and mines compared to, say it's our one operating mine ourselves. So that risk for us is different. So it's going to be an interesting year. Just I think there's a lot of things that are going to come into play. They're just starting to come out, and we'll see how these factors come into play, and any what are the curveballs going to be for 2022.
Yeah, that's a good point. You and I were talking, and inflation's obviously going to continue into 2022. We don't know how bad it will get, but we do know that everybody should be somewhat prepared for it. And there's obviously other commodities like gold and so on that you could enter to try to stave off some of that inflation burn that's going to be hitting some of your guys' savings accounts.
Yeah, I mean, it's as we were just saying that we grew up for the past 40 years now that we haven't lived in a high inflation world, and the Fed typically like to keep a cap on it of around 2%. Well, last week the CPI data came out and it was 6.8%. The highest it's been since 1982. I was born in the 70s, so I remember those high inflation years and high interest years in the 80s. Briefly, I wasn't buying or selling stocks at that time, obviously, and houses, but there was a lot of carnage that happened and damage during that time. And the gold prices, at that point, they went from like a couple $100 to $800 during that time. So I think it's going to be interesting with living in a high interest rate. High interest rates are going to obviously interest rates are going to continue to be talked about and potentially go up, but high inflation. We'll see. Maybe even tomorrow we might get a taste of that from the FOMC meeting.
Yeah, it sounds like business-wise, things are looking pretty good for Inca One in 2022. Everything else, though, guys, we can't we can't say either way how things are going to go. Just of course, do your own research and be prepared for anything. Ed, thank you so much for coming on. Hope you and everyone watching has a wonderful holiday season. Get some good R&R and stays warm.
Great. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and your family as well, Michael.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.